Yo, where's the plan? Davon Scott here, and we're back with episode 3 of building a $25,000 gaming PC. This is the case right here. The last episode, we unboxed all the parts, which was exciting enough. But this episode, way more exciting because we're actually building it. Just like Digicel has built better connection. Fly over to the sponsor! This episode is sponsored by Digicel Plus. Sign up for the Smart Home Connect package today and get 24/7 security monitoring with private response and security cameras so that you stay in control of your home security and secure your assets like a gaming PC. This is my smart video doorbell. This is door sensor 1. This is door sensor 2. This is my indoor camera. And this is a baseball bat that I could probably get rid of now because I don't need it anymore. Sign up using the link below. Back to the video. Alright, so first up we're going to start with the motherboard and see what we need from here. Alright, so before we can even start putting things together, we need to change out the Wi-Fi card here to the one that's compatible with Mac OS. So we'll have a Hackintosh that actually have all the features that we need. So I'll try my best to touch this as carefully as possible. I'll watch a tutorial on how to do this, so I think I have it pretty safe. This feeling real risky right now, dog. I'm trying to put them in order as well so I know which screw come out from where. Ah, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. If everything went according to plan, this should just raise off now. Oop, I have 2 screws, I forget. Screw number 1 and screw number 2. Alright, so now it should raise off. Rest that safely to the side. This feeling like I'm not supposed to be doing this, dog. Turn this over now. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. Somebody help. This is supposed to be able to raise off. I think I'm missing 2 screws. Oh, I am missing 2 screws. Yep, right. So with the cover off, we're supposed to be able to take this 2 screws right here out. So now with that out, we should be able to take this entire card out. Think it out. I don't know why it didn't come all the way out yet. What did I miss? Why it not coming out? Hooking on something, but I don't know what hooking on. I roughen it up because I'm getting vexed, boy. It out already, it's just not raising off. I feel like the answer is just to pull real hard, you know. Anybody else feel like that's the answer? Alright, so you finally get it out. We're about to change the card inside here now. So you take this 1 screw out. I should probably not open the screw over the motherboard. You're going to put this screw safely by itself right there. And you're going to take this apart. And now we could slide him out of his tiny little compartment. After we remove this 1 last screw. This have way too much screws, dog. Screw out. Card out. Now we have the Wi-Fi card out. So we're going to rest this old Wi-Fi card to the side. And we're going to get our Hackintosh compatible Wi-Fi card. And we're going to install this now. Plug in little mini baby plug number 1 and mini little baby plug number 2. So we're going to throw the screw back in. Boom. Good to go. Look at that handiwork, dog. We're going to paste this back on the connectors. Close this back up right here. Alright. And now we're going to stick him back in. Boom. We inside. Need to fit this back in. No, don't fall out, don't fall out. And now we can just tighten up everything. I'm not going too tight, I'm just going tight enough to hold it together. Alright, cool. So we bought in our gear, everything good to go. Alright, time to put on the CPU. Raise this up. Easy peasy. Alright, so we're going to take the side with the arrow and you're going to line it up with the side with the arrow. Notice I'm not touching the bottom of the we inside. So we're going to drop this back under here. Lock him in place. Lock him in place. And then we should be able to pull off that. Boom! Inside. CPU in. Card in. Time for the RAM. Alright, so RAM stick number 1. RAM stick number 1. And RAM stick number 2. Done! Easy peasy as a professional dog. Okay, so for the SSD, I think we will do... So we have these 3 SSDs. I want to make sure one of the 980s is in this port at the bottom here. I don't think all you can see what I'm saying. I want to make sure one of the 980s inside here because when I install in Mac OS on it, I may need to take one of the SSDs out, so I want to have easy access. So first up, I'll put the main 980 in this port right here. Alright, so you're gonna take out this SSD heat sink here. A screw kind of long, but cools. Remember to peel this plastic off, because I feel like I would forget. Throw the SSD in. Cool. Then we'll throw the heat sink over it. Well, after we peel off this, because we obviously need to peel this off. Make sure it lined up. So this second M2 slot is where I'm going to put the Western Digital M2 SSD. So let me get this one going. Take that off. Look at this. It's still amazing me that this tiny little thing is 1 terabyte, dog. Alright. Throw him in. I need to move this stand off. But it's feeling super tight on the motherboard, so I don't know if it's removable. In the meantime, while we're waiting, I could actually install the third one. So let me do this in the meantime. I'm going to put another 980 here. Why this man coasting on me, boy? I feel like I want to take a pliers and try to bend this, but I feel like that's not a good idea, boy. See, I have a pliers right here, but I don't know if I want to risk it. I'm just going to try slightly.
Give me 1 second.
That standoff can't unscrew though. That standoff definitely can't unscrew. Let me see if it has additional standoffs in the box. Right, so we just need to grab one of the included standoffs, and we're going to screw the standoff right here. We're going to screw him in. Not a good thing. Don't do that at home. Don't throw down your screws on your motherboard. Safe. Right, so I'm going to leave easy access to one of the 980s for when I actually install in macOS in case I need to remove one of the drive. So we have one of the 980s here. You put the Western Digital black here, and you put the last 980 in this corner right here. So in case I need to remove it, it'll be pretty easy. So we peel that plastic off, and we're about to secure this M2 drive right here. Safe. And now for the final SSD. Final 1 terabyte. You're gonna throw this one in now. Lock him in place. Lock him in place and tighten him down. Safe. Alright, so we're gonna open the case and see if it have the screws for the motherboard in it. Let's see how this going. One. Alright, so to be able to pull that out right there, and we put this glass somewhere very, very, very safe. Alright, so before we actually put the board in the case, we need to take these 2 black fans included with the case out, because we have RGB fans to replace them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one out. Now I need to take these fans out. I don't know where to connect to, though. We'll figure it out. Kudos to NZXT on this wire management out of the box. Yeah, well, kinda a little better than I thought it would be. All the parts in. I think we're safe to throw the board in. Alright. So we're going to gently rest him in. Try to clear the fan. Oof. I think we're safe. I don't feel like it line up 200, so I'll try this again. I feel like I need to take out the fan now, no? The fan blocking my way. That feel a lot more sturdy. Screw number 2 on the inside. Screw number 3. Right, final screw. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dog, cats, frogs. The motherboard is inside the case. We're coming together nicely. That's what we're looking like so far, fellas. I'm gonna take this plastic off this gigabyte thing, because I have a feeling like I would forget this. Alright, so now we're gonna take these cable extensions. I feel like I should do the PSU first, but I'm just gonna put the cable extensions and run them to the back so I get out of the way. This cable's kinda stiff, boy. I wonder if I should run it around this way and come around this, because the cable kind of stiff to... Wait, I'm doing something wrong. The clip on... Alright, the clip on this side. So I need to plug it in like this. Alright, and then I'll run this through the back. Safe. I didn't want the cables to run over this white bar though. I kind of wanted them to come from right here, but way too stiff. I feel like it'll put too much pressure on the connector in the motherboard. Alright, so we're going to throw in the power supply now, and I'm going to actually put it into the case. I'm just going to kind of line up everything. I think it should be able to fit in when I'm done after. Yeah, I think we should be safe. Alright, so we definitely need this one. Boom. And then this would go into this. Boom. CPU. I believe the CPU power should be at the top here. I think so. We'll figure it out soon enough. Safe. Wait on, that kind of tight, boy. Cool. Nice. Now we need to run the fan cables from the AIO to the back. It should have no plastic to peel off there. Cool. I think that's it there. One. I did not apply any pressure yet. I'm waiting to apply them all at the same time because I don't want to like apply lopsided pressure on the way. The last one trying to give trouble to catch. Not on that trouble thing with you, dog. Go in. Right. Moment of truth, dog boy. Twitch boy, dog boy. Haha. We're on the inside, dog. Should I put this back in before I put the GPU? I get it. Alright, so we take a quick little break, but we're back. I need a little more space, but we're here. We're ready. I also switch we'll go over everything I do when I make this move now. So the first thing I do was flip the radiator, because before the hoses was coming at the top, and according to my very basic knowledge, the pump is not supposed to be the highest part of the loop. So with the radiator flipped this way and the hose coming from the bottom, any air bubbles and stuff would kind of be at the top here, so it'll be nowhere close, so it'll be going to the pump itself. So I think we're safe there. I also cut and wrap the sleeving around the AIO hoses. This was way more stress than I thought it would be. They start kind of fraying at the edge. I don't know if you can see that there and at the edge here. I make the best I could. I mean, I could do it neater, but I don't really have time for that right now. I just kind of want to get this done. You put the cable combs. I think that adds like a lot more neatness to the build, because of the fact that like the cables run very neat now and they're not just haywire all over the place. I have the GPU cables here as well. This is the stock GPU cables. Obviously I need another extension like this, but I don't have one right now, so we just temporarily wrap sleeving around the cables for the second GPU like this. Move the 6700 XT to the bottom because I want the RX 580 to the top, because I feel like the top plate of the RX 580 would just suit the build a little more, like the color scheme a little more, versus the 6700 XT just have like a black top, whereas the RX 580 have that nice silver kind of stormtrooper look. So I think it'll match real nicely with the colors in the build itself. I don't really have a reasoning for that other than aesthetics. And quick note for everybody who using the H510 to build, especially with the X299 board, this board in specific. So the CPU power pins are actually on the top here, and if you look very closely, the fan kind of would be touching now, boy. Like it would actually be touching, but I get it to fit. The way I had to do that was to grind off. If you can see these connectors here, I had to take the entire connector off. So there's actually hole in here by just God's will. I have nothing locking it in place. It's just there, and I'm just hoping it never fall out. So that's the case there. So if you're building with this board on an H510 and you're using like cable extensions that you could afford to modify, just cut these clips off here and it should fit perfectly fine and not hit on the fan. The pump, power and all the other cables are right to the back of the case right through here, and I just wrap some of the sleeving around it to hide it. I'll probably need a better solution for that, but for right now, this will work. I'll neaten up all our stuff after. All the front panel cables at the front connected to, I actually thought that would be way harder because front panel cables is always piss more for some reason, but it was easy enough. All the USB cables and everything plugged in. I kind of do all the intricate, stressful stuff off camera because I just needed some time to breathe and take my time and do it and not be under the pressure of the camera. But we have I think I just spit on the board, Jesus Christ. Anyway, but we have everything connected. The last thing left to do is to drop the RX580 in there and make this thing fully Hackintosh ready, which is the part I'm most excited for. So let me do that now. We're gonna line that up nicely right here and boom. I think we're inside there. Let me screw up both the GPUs and have them nice and solid. Alright, and boom, just like that, both GPUs in. I just have to decide now which one I want to go to the top. I want the proper cable extension to the top and this random ugly one to the bottom, or I want the ugly one to the top and these random ones to the bottom. I don't know, I feel like all the cables go in this way already. So I'll just curve these cables around and have them go in the same direction. So we curve them around this way. And now all the cables kind of go in this way. And then we'll just ratchet this one right here for the while until I get some cable extensions. Alright, just hide up this extra little one inside there. Super ratchet fix for now, but I'll get proper cable extensions to make everything look good. Alright, and just like that, I think we're complete and we're ready for first boot. And by the way, you're probably thinking the cables in front here looking nice, but the ones in the back probably just messy, right? You think I didn't sort that out now, but boom! Look at that. It's not the perfect thing ever, but I think it's super neat, dog. For like for our first time, randomly just trying to kind of wire manage things and make sure it's safe enough. Yeah, dog. I think we're definitely good enough there. All right, time for first boot. All right, moment of truth. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Huh? Oh, I just need to flip the switch. That could go real bad, real quick. All right, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Wow. Is everything I wanted and more, dog. Wow. I just taken it in a little bit. We have one final thing to do to complete. Tighten that up. Moment of truth. Wow. I can't get over it. Be sure to hit that sub button. Come back for the next episode. We're going to install Windows, install macOS, try to get the Hackintosh thing working, do some benchmarks, FPS tests, and just have some fun with it. I can't get over how good it's looking. Again, huge shout out to the series sponsor Digital Plus. Huge shout out to the Express for being a sponsor of this episode as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I just feel so good.